and concepts. In fact, it takes 1,500 workers more than 10 weeks to put the show together. But it's not just about domestic brands. There's plenty of imports here too. Of course, Honda, Toyota, and Nissan are here. There's also these Chinese vehicles that'll soon be on American roads. Now, here's a look at some more notable vehicles of the 2008 Detroit Auto Show. Despite the growing popularity of hybrids and more green vehicles, pickup trucks are still very popular. Here at the Detroit Auto Show, 2 new pickups made their debut. One of them was the new Ford F-150. It has retractable side steps and a ton of electronics and entertainment features inside. There's also the all-new Dodge Ram pickup, which looks a lot like the previous Ram, but has a nicer interior and a storage box built right into the side of the bed. Performance cars played a huge role here in Detroit. And if you're talking performance cars, we've got to mention the Corvette ZR1. In fact, Chevy calls it the ultimate Corvette. And you know what? They might be right, because it's got 620 horsepower. That's pretty impressive. There's also the Cadillac CTS V-Series, which is powered by an engine that's very similar to the ZR1's. Both are supercharged V8s. The CTS V-Series is good for 550 horsepower. Now, GM calls it the fastest production sedan in the world. We'll see for ourselves when we test one later this year. By far, the most interesting performance car here at the Detroit show has got to be the Audi R8 V12 TDI. That means it's diesel powered. And it gets from 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds. That's impressive no matter what kind of fuel you're running. Here at Detroit, there's also plenty of all-new production cars. For example, this 2009 Mitsubishi Lancer Ralliart is completely new. There's also the Volkswagen Passat Coupe, which is really a sedan, but it has a more sleek roof, like a coupe. Finally, there's the luxurious Hyundai Genesis sedan. In addition to the expected production cars here in Detroit, we've seen some interesting concepts. Now, in recent years, the concept cars have become nothing more than just production-ready vehicles with big wheels and tires added. We're happy to say that at this year's Detroit show, it went back to some pretty crazy concepts. For example, this Hummer HX has removable body panels. It's a smaller, quicker, lighter Hummer. There's also the Ford Explorer America concept, which takes the Explorer idea in a new direction. It's more car-based, but also has some practical as well as some unusual and outlandish features inside the vehicle. At the opposite end of the spectrum is the somewhat normal-looking Cadillac Provoke concept. Now, it looks like a regular car on the outside, but it's powered by a hydrogen fuel cell and emits only water vapor as the exhaust. As you can see, there are plenty of all-new production cars here in Detroit, as well as some very cool and innovative concept cars. Now, there's been a lot of talk of doom and gloom for the American auto industry lately, but Detroit remains the must-see auto show for North America.